So there's no doubt that privacy, or the lack thereof, is the big conversation piece whenever you're talking about mobile devices. I mean, if you really kind of think about it, we're carrying around many tracking devices with us at all times voluntarily, but a lot of these companies have kind of now made privacy at the forefront of what they want their operating systems to be known for. And maybe none more than Apple is kind of jumping headfirst into this privacy game. So in this video, what we're going to do is take a look at all the cool hidden privacy features that you may not have enabled in your iOS 14 device and how you can take advantage of them to make your device just a little bit more private. Let's get started. So with the amount of apps and websites that we visit on these mobile devices, there's a lot of data jumping back and forth. And luckily, iOS 14 actually has a security feature that gives the user the ability to have these apps and websites request to look at your data, so you know exactly who's looking at your data and you can grant permission, and they have to ask you before they can take a look. So for this, you're going to go into Settings, Privacy, Tracking, and allow apps to request to track. And with this enabled, apps that want to take a look at your data, well, they're going to have to ask you first. Now, this is actually a really cool one because the location-based services is one of the biggest features that you always activate for most applications. Most applications request to know your location for some strange reason. But did you know that iOS 14 gives you the ability to give a generalized area instead of exact coordinates, and you can do it based on specific applications? That's actually pretty cool, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So for this, we're going to go into Settings, Privacy, Location Services, and select the app that you want to turn precise location off on. Now remember, you can do this across any of the apps that you have installed. The location services on the apps will still be active, but it'll give you a generalized area instead of a specific area. And in this same setting, you can also adjust whether or not that application should use location-based settings, because there are some apps that just really don't need it. Now, Safari is actually a pretty secure web browser to begin with, but did you know that they can actually generate a security report that kind of shows you who's been tracking you online? Yep. I'm going to show you how to do that too. Now, the tricky part is, in order to get this to work, you actually have to turn off cross-site tracking. Well, you ever notice when you go visit a website for a couple of minutes and then later you go to your social media and there's advertisements for the exact same thing you were looking at on that website? Yeah, so it's not ESP or coincidence, it's cross-site tracking. So to turn this off, you're going to go into Settings, Safari, and in this privacy section here, you're going to turn off cross-site tracking. Now you can always just check your report by opening your web browser and tapping on these little A icons in the far top corner and then tapping on Privacy Report. So nowadays, data breaches, sadly to say, are more common than they should be, and I'm probably not the only person out there that only uses like a handful of passwords for a couple of sites. So if one password actually gets compromised, it's like giving someone the key to the castle, because now they can go to different sites that may use the same username and password, and those sites become compromised as well. So that's where detect compromised passwords come in on iOS 14. So if you're heading to Settings, Password, Security Recommendations, detect compromised passwords. See, one of the cool things here is that Apple actually monitors the passwords to see if they're a part of any data breaches. And that way you can know if your password has been compromised or at risk. And it monitors it across several different accounts. Like I said, if you have one password for many accounts, this can be extremely useful to you. So no one device is going to be extremely secure. It's almost impossible to have 100% security. Then the device would be almost assuredly unusable. But couple these little hidden privacy things together and you can actually make your iOS 14 device a lot more secure and a lot more safe for you to use, browse, and not have to worry about your data being leaked in any way, shape, or form. But if you guys out there have any kind of privacy settings or any kind of security settings for iOS 14 that I didn't share in this video, go ahead and share them in the comment section down below. Share them with the community. Be a smart friend and help someone out. Definitely would appreciate it. And also comment on the video. Let me know what you think. And while you're down there, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and share the video out because it may definitely help someone out there that's trying to make their device just that much secure. Guys, thank you so much for checking out the videos always. Make sure to check out some of the other support videos we have on the channel. And until next time, make sure to stay safe out there and peace out.